What's up guys, welcome to Ride the Coffee Bean. Today I'm here in Athens at the World of Coffee. This is basically a gathering of all the coffee geeks in the world. Hundreds of companies and people showing off what the world of coffee has to offer. But in this episode I thought I would go have a chat with some of the green coffee exporters and see what they are saying. Learn a little bit about what challenges they're facing and what kind of coffees they're selling.
Sí, soy de Perú, Moyobamba, San Martín. Ya.
Y tu finca se llama...
Finca Cascadas. Ya. Ahora estamos trabajando este año dos procesos diferentes con fermentaciones prolongadas. Este café tiene 8 días de fermentación anaeróbica y tengo otro café que tiene doble fermentación, 5 días, luego hay una interrupción y luego otros 5 días más. Son 10 días de fermentación en total.
¿Vos estás aquí?
Porque quiero ver las tendencias del café, quiero ver cómo se va moviendo también el mercado y quiero contactar con potenciales clientes, tostadores de este tipo de cafés especiales.
¿Tu producción es grande o que...?
No, es pequeña, no, aproximadamente en total con todas las familias, trabajo con 20 familias, estamos produciendo en 2.5 contenedores en verde. ¿Te gusta?
Sí, me gusta. Es un poco oscuro.
Sí, por el tostado.
Pero está bien.
¿Sí?
Me gusta. Es muy limpio
Yeah.
y
Complejo.
complejo.
So on the table today we have some Peru coffees, and these are all samples that have been sent directly by our team in Peru to the London office. We roasted them on Monday, and we just really want to invite people to come to the great coffees we've got at the moment.
Me gusta.
Estaba bueno,
Muy
¿no?
interesante, sí.
Dulce, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Sentí mucho chocolate aquí, no sé, vainilla en algunos casos, agradables, interesantes para trabajar otra vez en espresso. Tienen un cuerpo cremosito, ¿no? Tienen una acidez no muy intensa, en algunos casos tiene manzanas.
These are producers from all over Laos, north to south. We are a cooperative there, but everyone else is producers.
Thank you.
We are a cafe roaster, drinking salsa. So famous for is the vocation soil and also forest organic plantation and opium replacement, which is we used to plant opium and now it's replacing with coffee. So that's what we're working on.
You do like special type of processing.
We have wash, which is good, very clean, very nice acidity. And also we have natural like honey, very nice robusta to mix.
Where do you most export most to?
Export to Europe, America, and Australia, Japan.
Is it a relatively new market in Laos?
The new origin for the coffee map.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us. We are a Nicaraguan farming group, about 100 farmers. So we do our own production and we do our own shipping so that you don't have a different person, an importer in the middle. It's just us as producers. So we like to keep it as direct from the farm itself, being able to tell you where every gram comes from, but also being able to ship it to you. So there's no change of hands, making sure that it's something that can support the farmers year round. We're able to give them loans if they need anything like new drying beds. Everything is on raised drying beds for drying to make sure it's even and we get the flavors that we want, the quality that's really high and delicious as you'll taste in these coffees. And we, along with those loans, if needed, we have agronomists to give them any technical help year round, so not just during the harvest.
We all grow on the edge of the Langøras Crater, which is UNESCO World Heritage Site and Game Park. So we get all sorts of wildlife up there, and etc. All our coffees, more or less, cupping 84 above. Yeah, so that's our standard fully washed coffees. Then we've got our micro lots, which would either be processed micro lots, so a honey, anaerobics, naturals. Then we've got varietals, Geisha, Pakmara, SL28. For some of the small roasters who don't want a lot but it's special for them, We've been sending by consolidated container, vacuum packed bricks of 25 kilos. We also work with the big traders.
So it's difficult to get all the coffees that you want because of the small quantities.
It is a difficulty because, like, for us here, we take so much effort here to create a micro lot, and if you can't get that to the right buyer at the right price here, then it goes to a big trading house, and he can get it to the right buyer at a very different price to what we could. So in the sense, he makes the cut on it rather than us.
Yeah.
The thing about Tanzania is it's only available from the estates because the smallholders are kind of pigeonholed into what they can grow. So the estates have the ability to try things out, bring new varietals or different varietals, do different processes. So, for example, here I've got a mielado and I've got an anaerobic maceration.
Huh.
Yeah. So the mielado is a little bit like a honey, but it's not a honey. You pile the cherry up here for about 6 or 7 days in a wooden box covered with plastic. It's like an extreme exothermic reaction. So as you're turning it through the day, vast amounts of steam are coming off. And then the coffee is actually fermented when it explodes. And the sugars start dripping out. Then we send it into the pulper and wash it and dry it like a honey. But it's a different process to a honey in the sense that we're doing that pre-fermentation. Fertilizers went up 300%.
Because of the war in Ukraine?
Yeah, because chemical fertilizers, the basis for formulation is from the oil industry. And then coming back from COVID here, where we were suffering with the shipping delays and shipping prices. Yeah, so it's been one thing after another. On the back of that, we've also got 40% increase in labor. So we have to do this here to try and rebalance our expenses because they're only climbing.
So how has in the last few years the weather and the climate has been extreme? Has it been noticeable in Tanzania?
It's been different, yeah. It's been unpredictable, but by and large, the last 3 years, we've actually seen better average rainfall than we had in the previous 5 years. I'm not sure whether that actually means that. I know that one of the things about climate change is it does mean some places will get wetter rather than drier. If that's the case, particularly for us, I'm not sure. Yeah, but it could well be.
What is the elevation like?
We're from about 1650 meters to 1850 meters. So good altitude. We really benefit here from having this cloud forest here, the Ngorongoro forest. Yeah. It's like enveloped in cloud and mist all the time. So
like its own micro kind of.
So that keeps our area quite moist here, which is definitely a help. I mean, even like we go for a drought from end of May all the way to November. We get like 1 millimeter rain. But if you dig a hole in the ground in say September, October, after about 1.5 feet, you can feel the soil is still moist. So it means that our soil water retention is really good, that it can stay for that long without any rain.
That's good. That's interesting.
Yeah. We see the effects of drought, but as long as we get some rain and can get the new growth, we'll keep on going.
Exporter from Colombia.
Exporter.
We are based in Colombia.
What are you cooking?
Yes, we will be doing Colombian coffee. Like, we are just Colombian-based company, so it's very easy to determine.
Okay.
But this cupping is about a lot of fruitiness and madness in the cup. So it will be like different varietal processings and different regions. We are focusing on the work with the coffee farmers in the farm. So it's about the social aspects and ecological projects that we do.
Okay.
And actually through the coffee, we bring the sustainability. So we're working in different regions of Colombia, 7 regions in Colombia with almost 10,000 coffee growers. And it could be the families, it could be indigenous groups, it could be individuals. We are the exporter ourselves.
You're the exporter
So
yourself?
we have like our establishment, like our base is in Bogota, and then we have the people in the regions, like in the logistic, like the hubs. Here it's actually also super interesting because we go through 3 different regions that are very different in the altitude and microclimates. Because the first one is from Tolima. And Tolima is in the center of Colombia. It's still quite new to the coffee, but it's really from the profile. It's a lot of potential there. And this soil is very mineral, so you have a bit of a sparkiness in a cup. Then next to it, it's very unfair, but we get directly to Nariño. It's above 2,000 meters. It's very close to Ecuador, super dry there. And so the coffee is very stressed all day and night. And the beans are usually very small, so it kind of reminds you also a bit of Kenya density. And the flavor is at all 3 kinds of acidity that you can find. It's all booming fruitiness that is opening in the layers. So you need more time to explore these coffees because they are opening in layers. And then we are in Vila, and Vila is a bit above. It's between Tolima and Nariño. It's very like a rainforest, not Amazonian forest, but it's very rainy there. So when you need to dry the coffee, it's raining usually, and it's beautiful landscape for the coffee. And when we do any projects, it's very blessed for trials. So you can work varieties, you can see if they are working in a Villa well, then they go progress in the other regions maybe as well.
My name is Saif, and this is the company.
Also, you're the
Yeah.
manager. Right? Cool. Where are you from?
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia?
Yes.
Ethiopian coffee.
Yeah, this is Ethiopian coffee.
Like, what kind of coffees do you have? Is it like a cooperative or do you...
Sorry, no, we buy regularly from smallhold farmers, and we're working with a lot of washing stations there. I was actually brought up in Sweden, but I started my business in Ethiopia. I was born in Ethiopia, but I lived all my life in Sweden.
Interesting. Nice. So what kind of coffees are you offering?
Yeah, so I'm offering, basically I'm offering whatever Ethiopia has to offer, but usually we work more at the high-end coffees, like specialty coffees, the grade 1 coffees. But we also do certified coffees, the lower grades.
Is it becoming challenging now in Ethiopia?
Yeah, you have a lot of challenge. Every year is a new challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, definitely. But I mean, gradually it will get better, but for now, I mean, this year is one of the toughest years.
Because of the climate?
Not so much the climate, we're actually lucky when it comes to the production. It's been good this year.
Yeah.
And quality is better than last year. But I would say it's more structural things inside of Ethiopia, like the local inflation is a huge problem. Buying coffee and services in Ethiopia for a really high price, and the market is not really willing to pay that.
It used to be only the coffee exchange, right?
Yeah,
and then they
before,
opened up.
Yeah. Before, so 2 years back it was only ECX.
Yeah.
But now they've opened up, so we do more like direct trade with farmers and so on, which has its own benefits, but it's also some challenges. The good part with the ECX was that it was actually regulated. So buyer and seller know what they got, and they know what sort of, you know that you get, as a supplier, you know that you get paid without delay or anything.
Yeah.
And as a buyer, you usually know what you get somehow. I mean, the good part now is that we actually had more transparency, sort of how we source the coffee. It is new still, so the rules is not really set. So they constantly come up with new rules and so on. And it's more based on the relationship than an actual business. But I think the system will be good, but we have to give it some time.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Swiss water decaf before?
Yes, I have.
Do you roast Swiss water decaf usually, or other decaf?
Yeah, it's mostly Swiss water, but I'm not really familiar with the process. Like, in detail.
So you're in the right place now. I can explain a little bit more.
This is Rwanda Nyabinga, one of our small batch series. So besides our regular offerings of foreign origins, we do have small batches of 50-60 bags, let's say, highly traceable, high quality coffee. We only use water to decaffeinate. We dunk the beans in what we call a green coffee extract, which is a solution of water plus all the solubles of green coffee except caffeine. So then only caffeine will migrate out of the green beans.
So you wash the coffee and then take out the caffeine? And
only the caffeine, yes. Only the caffeine migrates out because the solution it's soaking in contains all the soluble of the green bean except caffeine.
Like it?
Yeah, it's really good.
We can drink 10.
It's decaf.
You work with all the major exporters.
Yes. Thank you.
They gave me a cup. Well, decaf coffee is not very popular in Norway. Part of the reason maybe because traditionally it's not very good. This company, Swiss Water, they are now actually focusing on specialty grade coffee as well and making high-end decaf coffee. Now the trade show is coming to an end, unfortunately, but it has been great talking to all these producers and all the coffee people. I've learned a lot. I hope you guys have too. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, click subscribe, and ring the bell if you want to see the other videos about this coffee trade show that I've made. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace!